So the Enoteca Bellini, it's behind me there, and it's a bit of a hidden gem here in Florence. And it's a wine bar that rates very highly. It's nice. It's well worth a visit. Okay, so let's get this show on the road Friday night in Florence. And it's a lovely evening too. Still warm, 29 degrees. And my colleague Carmel here from Beijing, she's still with us. We can't get rid of her. She loves Florence. Now we're off to 2 wine bars tonight, followed by a restaurant. And they're really well rated, these wine bars. We're looking forward to sharing those experiences with you. Now the first thing I want to do is show you where the first wine bar is, and the wine bar is called Bellini.
Yes.
Enoteca. So the first wine bar is called Enoteca Bellini. I'm going to swing the camera around now and show you where it is. Right, so I've flipped the camera around. Now this is on Tornabuoni, the fashion street. You can see Gucci there. That's where I get all my clothes. Santa Trinita Piazza, straight ahead. And if I move out into the intersection here, you'll see the archway of the Repubblica. So that gives you a bit of perspective. And we're walking along Via della Spada. This is a lovely little laneway. It's very authentic, even though it's in the middle of Florence. It's so authentic. The owner of the wine bar has stated that she's been there for a long time, but so have all of these little shops. It's quite authentic. And the other thing I love about this little area is this street here, Del Belladonna. It's a working wine window down that way. Let's go for a quick walk. I'll show you. Now this is literally 150 metres from my apartment. It's crazy, isn't it? I go out to buy some milk and I have to walk past this every day. My wife says, "Oh, that took you a while." I was a bit thirsty. Had to stop and get a refill. So there we go. You come along, you line up and wait your turn. What a fun historical experience. Look at that. That's great, isn't it? And this is actually Osteria Belladonna, a lovely restaurant. We'll come back later. We're back on Della Spada now. Look at this little food window. You can get your panini, Tuscan paninis there, and the wine bar we're going to is probably 50 metres along. It's quite small, cosy, friendly, authentic. Tasty food apparently, and delicious wine. And here it is here, Enoteca Bellini. Lovely. Let's go in and check it out. They've just opened. It's just after 5. Look at this. Hey, we're the first here. So there's our selections up there by the glass. We'll sit down, make ourselves comfortable and make some selections. So we've got a Brunello from Mochaccino from 2018 and it's a nice drop. €10 for the glass. Carmel's got the
Etna Rosato.
Okay, and that's, what's that, 8? 10?
Yes, this is €6.
Oh, €6 that one. So,
and from the region of Sicily.
Whereas this is a Tuscan wine, and it's 100% Sangiovese grape. Hey, that's nice. That's nice. So we're just getting some nice pecorino cheese. Maybe a little bit of bread too, just to nibble on. as we enjoy these lovely wines. Okay, now it's getting serious. It's getting serious now. We've got our wines, but we've got the olives there and some pecorino cheese and some breads. Because wines are meant to be enjoyed with some food, wouldn't you say, Carmel?
Absolutely.
It's getting busy too. Now, most evenings when I walk past this wine bar to get the milk, it's outflowing onto the street. It's fantastic. It really is. So the Bellini wine bar, when you look at the rankings, it's always in the top 3 or 4 in Florence. Now, I'm just sitting outside now, enjoying a Rossi from Maltocino. It's nice. So I hope you enjoy this episode. Expat Lifestyle with Pads. Thumbs up, subscribe, bell notifications on. So how good was Bellini? That was a nice wine bar. And guess what? We're going to another wine bar. And this one's called the Foxes and the Grapes, which translates as the volpi e l'uva. Carmel's not entirely happy with my translations and accent, but I'm giving it a go, and that's the main thing.
Absolutely.
Now I'm going to flip the camera around and show you where we are. And we've got a nice 5-minute walk. Yeah, so we're at the Santa Trinita Bridge with the piazza behind me. And if we turn to the east, that's the old bridge, Ponte Vecchio. It is a beautiful Friday evening in Florence. And look, pretty standard view here. Beautiful horses. Now we had at Bellini, I had a Nobili from Montalcino, and Carmel had a rosé. It was from southern Italy, Mount Etna, and we had some pecorino cheese, and all of that was €22. Okay, not too bad. The wine was lovely. So let's just see how the Fox and the Grapes, our second wine bar, goes. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, let's go in and have a look.
Okay, so Carmel's going to buy some earrings on our way to the second wine bar. That's the problem when you have a wine, all of a sudden you're going to make a purchase. That's good. Some earrings, I believe. Let's go in and have a look.
So, the price.
So
Yeah.
those ones.
3, how much?
355.
So $3.55. So I'll just go outside now. So those earrings were $3.55, and Carmel's just trying to work out a duty-free tax that you can claim at the airport. So we'll see. I'll let you know how much. But yeah, Ponte Vecchio. Have you seen my jewellery episode? If not, have a look at that. I'll post it in the comments below. Gold. So 18 karat gold earrings. You saw the picture there. €312. That's with the discount, the duty-free. But unfortunately, no sale. I know what Carmel's thinking. I'll have to come back again to Florence. I'm not silly. I know what's going on there. Anyway, I thought we had a sale, but no deal. We're going to the wine bar. I'm getting thirsty. I'm parched. So we're just walking from the Ponte Vecchio bridge. Along the road in front of us would take us to the Pitti Palace. But we're turning left into this lovely piazza. We've got the Vasari corridor, which takes us up to the Pitti Palace. Above us, we're walking under some pretty significant history. So here we are. I think we're here, the Foxes and Grapes. It's a lovely setting. It's on the southern side of the Ponte Vecchio, just over, like it's 75 metres to the left off the bridge. And there it is there. It's very, very atmospheric. So we're at the Foxes and the Grape, lovely little wine bar. How good's that? And I'm going to have a Nobili So an important thing to consider is that both of these wine shops tonight have been recommended by locals, and then when I've done some further research, they're rated so highly. Now the Foxes and Grapes, it opened in 1992, the same owners are still there, and they did something unique in that they started serving wine with food. It sounds a basic concept, doesn't it? But it was a new approach back then of presenting wine and food and making wine accessible to all, cultivating relationships. It's great, isn't it? Okay, so the Foxes and Grapes. The Volpi e L'Uovo behind me there. It's a lovely wine bar, and certainly it's on my recommendation list. Now I'll put the addresses of both wine bars in the comments below, so Bellini and the Foxes and Grapes there. Now drinks, glasses of wine, whether Bianchi or Rosso, white or red, range from about €6 up to about, I think the dearest was 12, which was the €12 glass was a Brunello from Montalcino, probably Reserva, but the majority of glasses were about €67. Really nice, very atmospheric, and a lovely little menu of antipasto, cheeses, meats, and so on. So that's a recommendation behind me for sure, as is the Bellini. Lovely little piazza. We're walking to the restaurant. Have a look at this. It's so atmospheric. Now the Trattoria del Carmine, that's where we're going. It's in San Frediano, which is a suburb next door to Santo Spirito.
Great place to live.
But look how atmospheric this little piazza is. Far out, it's a good one. Now, Carmel, my Italian connection, she just said, yes, it's a lovely piazza, Piazza della Pesera. Now, you really want to know what that translates to? I'm going to tell you, Carmel's saying, no, don't. But I'm going to tell you, it means piazza. Okay, so read into that what you want. It's a lovely piazza, this one. Piazza. Hello. Some chicken over there. Nice little beer in the middle. Some French fries, we all recognise those. What are these? White beans. I was going to say baked beans, but the calamari. That smells nice, by the way. So, Carmel, where are we?
Trattoria del Carmine.
Look, it's a full house, as you can see. It's away from the historical centre of Florence. That's what you've got to do, everyone. And it's only a 10-minute walk. So the Del Carmine, it's all happening in there. It's a great little spot, San Frediano. So it's just next to Santo Spirito. It's very busy, isn't it? Friday evening. So I had the calamari fritto. It was not bad. It was not bad. So all up, so 2 main meals and a drink each was €57. Okay. With regards to the restaurant, I won't put the address down. Look, it was okay, but in terms of a recommendation, I think we can do better. Okay. So I'll leave it at that. Look, it's a great location. Anything over on the southern side of the Ponte Vecchio, it's quieter and a little bit cheaper and worth exploring. But for me, I'm not going to recommend that one. Okay. So we're heading towards the Santo Spirito Piazza now. Just heading home. I think we've got to get an ice cream. And here's the Piazza, Santo Spirito, and it's always buzzing here. Always buzzing. Okay, so Carmel wants some gelato at the La Sorbetiera. She's picking me up on my pronunciation, but that's okay. So we're going to get some gelato, Antigonale, authentic ice cream, caramel, authentic. Okay. Right, so there's our, and that's the thing, isn't it? You get the ice creameries with the lids. There's nothing fluffy here. The only problem is there's no one here to serve us, so that's a bit of a concern. Okay, so it has been here for a while. Okay, here we go. Chocolato and yogurt. So it's €5, and that'll hit the spot for sure. So we're walking home. We've got our gelato. We're going to walk past Pitti Palace over the Ponte Vecchio, and then we'll head back to our apartment. Look at that. It's people out and about on every corner, aren't they? Just look at these guys. They're having a chat, politics, whatever, sport. It's great. Over here. So here we go, the Pitti Palace at night. It is absolutely stunning. And you've got the tower of the Palazzo Vecchio. Can you see it there? I'm climbing up there tomorrow, by the way. And these restaurants along here in front of the Pitti Palace are always a bit quieter. I don't know why. Maybe they're a bit too expensive. So the Pitti Palace, bought by the Medici for a pittance from the Pittis. They were doing it tough at the time, so the Medici, the bankers, they got a bargain. So Ponte Vecchio, we're heading home after our wine bars and restaurant. I love the late night walk over the Ponte Vecchio with the Duomo lit up in the background. There's always a street performer, always. Look, now before I sign out tonight, had a great question about the hairdressing scene in Florence. I didn't know whether it was a joke, to be honest, because I really need to go to the hairdresser. But I can tell you, it's pretty typical global prices. Like my wife have to take out a loan to get a haircut here. Not me. I had a haircut last night actually. Can you tell? It's looking sharp, isn't it? So the hairdressing scene in Florence, a couple of €100. Okay. So we leave the excitement and dancing on the Ponte Vecchio. We're heading home. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. As always, thumbs up, subscribe, bell notifications on. I'll see you next episode. Ciao.